All right, we're back in the Zen Zone. I'm with my boy Noah.
What's going on, everybody?
He brought me out to this spot, this waterfall spot, and I had to climb down a fucking side of a cliff with a rope, the whole 9 yards.
Were you ready for that?
Nah.
You weren't ready for that?
Nah. But I mean, I've done shit like that, but I was not ready for that shit at all.
For sure.
I saw the rope, and I saw like tension on it. I was like, no way.
I wanted to disappear just a little bit, just enough that you could see that something was coming.
I turned the corner, and Mendon was on the ropes. All right, so the question we have today is, why is it important to have healthy ways to deal with stress? You want to answer first, or you want me to go?
You go first, man.
I'd
love to hear your perspective.
Why is it important to have healthy ways to deal with stress? I believe it's important to have healthy ways to deal with stress because if you choose unhealthy ways, those can easily turn into habits, and those habits can end up being consistent, and you don't want unhealthy habits consistently. I mean, pretty plain and simple.
Everybody got a vice.
Yeah.
Everybody got a vice, but let it be the vice, right? Yeah. I like that though. I wasn't thinking of the sense of like you could possibly have no healthy but unhealthy habits, right? Yeah. I heard the question more in the way of like have anything at all. So, I mean, I think it's good to have any ways to deal with stress, right? Everybody goes through stress. But I think it's important to have healthy ways because like you said, an action becomes a habit and your habits become who you are. So if you're able to just create a habit around these healthy routines, if that's working out or going on a hike or creating something, I think it's important to turn that into a habit because without it, you're just kind of going through the motions, man, and that stress has no payoff.
True. And those habits can cost you your life. Like, people get stressed out and then smoke cigarettes. Or we have this culture in America where every week is so stressful that on the weekend we're just drowning our fucking liver and destroying our body, destroying our mind consistently.
Man, I'm self-employed, right, as a realtor, so I make my own schedule. But I even find myself living for the weekend sometimes, and I really have to catch myself doing that. It's like, I think part of those healthy habits are forcing yourself on a Monday or a Thursday, right, when you don't feel that normal, let's go out, let's do something, to get up and do something, even if it's a walk, right? Like, we live really close to Cheeseman, and that park is great because you can just find yourself like 2 minutes away, and it's like when I'm there, dude, everything dissolves. The stresses go away, and not that they're gone, but I'm able to kind of get out of my head and come back in a better place to deal with these stresses in a better way too, right? Because I think sometimes if you don't have any way of dealing with your stress, you deal with it in a way that's worse off, right? To push yourself through that without any kind of healthy backbone, or maybe a second to take a step back and breathe and compress and what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of gather yourself to be able to come back to the situation in a healthier state of mind. I think that's really important too.
Yeah. And being in Colorado, like, little side note, when it comes to healthy habits, Colorado is the place to be. Like, just
Are we
stuff
still
like
the healthiest state? Have you seen that?
I don't know.
No, it's either one or two. I remember somebody was like going hard about that, but
shit,
we're trying.
Yeah,
we're close. Top 3.
Everyone's always outside here, and like even on the weekend, everyone's doing a volleyball tournament. Everyone's out in the mountains. When it comes to the winter, there's snowboarding. There's so many healthy things to do here.
I love it, man. No, Colorado, that's one of the things that brought me here too, right? Like, you hear about everybody having dogs and you hear about the mountains, but then you get out here, and one thing that I heard that stands pretty true as well, I'm 3 years in now, is that people come out here for the winters, right? Mm-hmm. They go for the skiing, the snowboarding, the 14ers, but then they stay for the summers when they realize how beautiful and sunny it is, and that every single person is outside as many days as you can.
I would say, I don't know, when I first moved here, I'd never peeled on my face before. Bro, my face was torn apart.
Was it?
Yeah, it's because of the elevation so close to the fucking sun.
You do get some tan here, man. It's just easy to get a tan.
I was peeling, bro.
I burn more than anything, but I'll be outside here for like 2 or 3 hours, at like 1, 2, like in the middle of the day, and it won't be all that bad. But I feel. But what are your healthy habits to deal with stress?
I'll go rollerblading for like a couple miles, hiking,
Yeah.
definitely. Try to hone in on a new craft, try to get better with video.
For sure, bro.
I think it's just working towards your goals in maybe an abstract way. So I want to get more cut. So instead of just pounding the gym all the time, I would go out to the mountains and hike like this. Play volleyball all day, go play pickleball, get my body moving while I'm
Keep
still
it
having
fresh
fun.
too, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever get burnout from any of that shit? Like, as somebody with ADHD, I'm the king of finding something to do for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe months,
Yeah.
if it's lucky, and then dropping that and being 100% into something new after that. And I'm never great at anything, but I'm good at a bunch of stuff. If that makes sense.
I try to stick to a few things because I get that. I mean, for fun wise, yeah, but if you're trying to like learn certain things in that amount of time, it's like being a jack of all trades makes it hard to be an expert in anything.
A master of none,
Type
some may
shit.
say.
Yeah.
Facts. No, and I always, dude, it's like every year, I'm so disappointed on New Year's when I'm like, I'm gonna become a bodybuilder this year. And
What the
I'm
fuck?
like, good. Still at 150. I'd like to get to 5'10". I think I'm stuck at 5'9".
You're gonna get a knee extension.
get one of get those bone things that I gotta twist.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? They work.
I'm not doing.
People seem happy, bro. People seem happy.
People seem happy. Fuck
They get
no.
roasted. They get flamed online, but they seem
No.
happy. Be happy looking down on you.
Nah, but you can't. They can't even walk right, bro.
You think ever again?
It takes a long time, and probably not running ever again.
If you could be 6'10", would you ever run again? What
What?
about 6'5"? If you could be 6'5", but you could jog.
Wait, would I do the surgery?
Yeah.
No. Listen, there's nothing that would make me do the surgery.
What if you didn't have to get the surgery,
Yeah.
but you just woke up one day and you were born like 6'4", like a tall dude height, like something that somebody looks at and you're like, damn, that dude tall.
I mean, I'm fine where I'm at, but I'm not gonna.
no, but
I'm not
asking,
gonna
I'm
say
asking,
no
I'm
to be
asking.
6'4".
No,
Yeah,
but
I'll
there's
take it.
there's a catch.
What?
You can only you can only run with your knees straight.
No. See, look, no. What if there's a catch or anything? No, but like
Imagine running as fast as you can with straight knees.
that'd be disgusting. That's filthy work.
You look like Doodle Bob.
I was trying to think, who else fucking runs like that? Gear 5 Luffy shit.
Gear 5 Luffy, the Tin Man. What do you think about social media?
I mean, obviously it's a. I'll talk about it modern day.
Would you call it a necessary evil?
Yeah, but I would say I don't like the censorship. I think that makes it worse. I think all
Do
the
you get
censorship.
censored?
Huh?
Do you get censored?
No, not me, but I mean
No.
people that like freedom of speech is a fucking thing. It's important, and I don't get why it's so hard to let people say what they want to say. You don't have to like the shit. It can be foul, but to take it down, to protect what people's eyes, like nah, I don't. That shit is weird.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I agree, because at the end of the day, I think of it still as like small businesses, right? Like Instagram's huge, and they sold their soul at this point, so they've got government, they got everybody's eyes.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, why there's some filtering of what people say.
Yeah, of course.
Which begs the question where it's like, when Trump was getting all kicked off at X and Twitter and stuff, what's stopping somebody from making a completely open social media page?
Because the United States, the feds will not let that be in the App Store. And let's say they just make it, it'll have to get popular enough for you to know about it, and then you'll get a VPN to be able to use it. And then how long until all like the people in government find out about us using VPN to use this app, and they're like, nobody can use this app anymore.
I agree.
So
I don't know, sometimes I feel pretty small, and I think that, like, somebody on my size, like, I don't know what I could put out that could be censored that's that bad. Like, I don't know what I'm going to say that could be censored that matters to anyone.
Well, it's not like people can't critically think. You can choose to believe in information or not.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, not anymore with AI, especially on Twitter. They, like, put the bottom, or the thing at the bottom where they're like, yeah, this is definitely not true. And they're like, we've done a search, and this is false information. And sometimes it's funny because you'll see like a picture of like a fucking dinosaur on a modern day farm, and then Twitter will be like, we have checked this image, it is not real. And
It's
like,
not real. Well, what
I was
happens
scared. I
when
was
you see
worried.
an image like that and then it doesn't have the AI? Now you're cooked. Now you're cooked.
Yeah, you got people that are out there believing that. They're like, honey, look what's out here.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you really promote your farm, bro. Hack the system, make sure AI don't market. Have mad people at your farm. All right. Thanks for joining us in the Zen Zone, and I hope y'all have a great week.